that girl, what's her name? Olivia.
Moon Club podcast number 231. YouTube live version. Stream has started. The main podcast will start in about 9 minutes.
So pop some corn, grab your drink, grab a seat, and get ready to. I fucked it up. I'm sorry.
You say grab some porn?
No.
Tell me, Steve, how does one suck a fuck?
Suck a fuck? You don't know how to suck a fuck, seriously? You have never done it?
No, sir.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe I had. I just didn't know.
You would know if you did.
Yeah.
You would never forget it.
Yeah. Awesome. I said a ticket to ride.
Did you see this? I'll read just the headline. It's pretty interesting. A star is dying soon. After the beginning of the universe could be disrupting our mobile devices right now.
I'm not
Today. A star dying soon after the beginning of the universe could be disrupting mobile phone reception today. So, if the Moon Club cuts out, at least we know what the...
That might have been what happened to me the other day.
The Earth star's giant gamma ray burst, GRB 24015A, captured close to our home galaxy. Wow, that's a powerful motherfucker.
That's crazy.
This is something that happened at the beginning of the universe that could be fucking with our cell phones.
I believe it.
There should be an app for that,
It probably knew what it was doing.
right? I wonder if that's God.
That's God saying put down your cell phones.
Right.
He knows what's up. Who's God?
Did you hear? Did you guys hear Jamie Lynn Spears try to call out Elon Musk, and all of a sudden she like did an about face?
Who's Jamie Lynn Spears?
That's Britney Spears' sister.
What happened?
Okay, check this out. Listen.
Decided the world needed to know that Teslas have a problem.
The Tesla is a secret cat killer, and it's a problem that we really gotta fix. We
cat
have
killer?
now lost, I don't even want to tell you how many cats because they don't hear the Tesla crank, and unfortunate things happen.
It then suggests that Tesla should make a noise that cats and other animals would be sensitive to.
You know, Elon Musk, let's figure this out. You go get a couple cats.
So following this, two things happened. One, people went, how many cats has Jamie Lynn Spears killed? Two, a bunch of outlets reported this story, which ultimately led to Spears clarifying on her Instagram story. One,
Okay,
I
cut
did
that
not run over any cats. Two, Tesla is not to be blamed and was never intended
Cut that
to
off.
be. Three, user...
All right. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
2, 3, 4, 5.
In the place to be.
Dude, that was lame, man. I bought it.
Which ultimately led to Spears clarifying on her Instagram story. One, I did not run over any cats. Two, Tesla is not to be blamed and was never...
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Did it sound like? I think Elon Musk. You know who is the like? I don't know if today he is the richest man in the world, because she did definitely an about face. Listen, and he thinks too that she probably got
Her
talked
error
to.
is admittedly involved. Okay, just to cut away. The wording here makes me feel like she was threatened with a lawsuit or something. But back to the post. 4, we always check for animals before moving a vehicle. And 5, I was only making a suggestion about something I think would be extremely helpful. And so for me, with this story, the question became, okay, but Jamie, who is killing your cats? Also,
Oh, that's
All
Philip
right.
DeFranco, the legendary Philip DeFranco. Be cool to have him on, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He's been on. I think he's been on JRE like a couple times, right?
At least twice. All right. I've got the Apple Podcast stream started, which I can cut. It's easy to cut stuff off of there. So.
It's strange.
I wonder if Philip DeFranco's got like Joe Rogan like in his cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey Joe Rogan, you know, I was thinking about this or thinking about that. You know, to be in that circle.
If I ever called Joe Rogan, I would be like, "Hey, I got your number from Philip DeFranco."
Right? He'd be like, oh, okay.
Like that dude?
Because, you know, I bet they send one another like dick pics and shit. Like Joe Rogan and Bert Kreischer, just to fuck with one another.
I
Maybe he's got the balls and just not the dick.
Right? I bet he's done it. Or maybe a picture of a piece of shit in the toilet.
Oh yeah, who hasn't done that, right?
Right? Dude, if I take a good shit and I got my cell phone on me, I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Don't send it to me.
What you take a picture if you're having a good dick day?
Right? You know, what you gotta do though, if you take a good shit, you want a good picture of it, you gotta wipe your ass and you gotta put the shit paper in the wastebasket. Cause a bunch of toilet paper will ruin a good picture of a good big turd. You know what I'm saying, right? Oh, he's in there taking a deuce right now. We're 4 minutes out.
Hopefully he does not have his camera with him.
Right? We should just have a camera just sitting in there. You know? Documenting your bowel movements. It's a healthy thing to do because if you think about when you were having, a good day and you felt good, you go back and you look at what your shit looked like then. You know what I mean? Then you can start, logging your bowel movements because it's definitely a demonstration of how healthy you are.
It very well may be, but it's not anything I want to determine my health.
Right?
I'll just wake up if I feel good. I feel good.
Dude, it's I took a shit today. It looks like somebody poured a bunch of fucking orange juice in the fucking toilet and then crunched up a fucking Butterfinger. Like it totally crunched it up and just dumped it in there. You know what I'm saying? And maybe like a couple tablespoons of milk.
Did you?
It was stinky.
Did you have some of that Butterfinger cereal? Is that what you
No, dude. I've been eating those little bowls of mac and cheese. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? MJ gets these little fucking mac and cheese bowls, and it doesn't even have like stovetop instructions. It only has like microwave instructions. That you fill it up to the fill line, and then you microwave it
super
for
healthy.
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Super healthy.
Yeah. Oh, it's delicious though. And I put a little cream in it with it too,
I bet you did.
and maybe some crushed black pepper. Where's MJ going?
I'm not sure.
What is he doing?
If I kept tabs on that guy.
2 minutes left. Yeah, people, we're actually 2 minutes out, so we're just bullshitting, talking about shit. I mean, like literally, right? You want to see some of my shit pics?
No, I'm good. No,
Really?
that one didn't start till M walked in. It probably won't be replaced till the MCP don't start till M walks in.
Okay, did you hear this news? Egypt unveils treasure in an ancient site and discovery that will rewrite history.
Every time they discover a site of their history.
Right.
Now the party didn't start till M walks in.
Probably won't leave until the thing ends.
MJ, did you read the story about Egypt unveils treasure in an ancient site that rewrites history? And it's just something about the Acropolis
Wrong.
being like 3,000 years older than. Dude, I wonder if they're gonna prove that.
You've been around for a long time. Been around for a long time.
Is that the guy that
For a long time.
makes everything a lot older?
Later gotta put you down. Sooner or later gotta put you down. Sooner or later gotta put you down. Sooner or later gotta put you down. Don't tell that tongue liar.
20 seconds.
Don't tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him the God's gonna cut him down. Tell him the God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I ain't down on bended knee.
5,
Talking to the
4,
man from Galilee.
3,
Spoke to
2.
me in a voice so sweet. I thought I heard the shuffle of angels' feet. He called my name and my heart
You know what I was
stood still
thinking?
when he said,
What if like at midnight tonight, Trump Park, everybody involved in the I would call it a riot. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to call it terrorist, but definitely rioters, you know? Does he have the power to do that?
Yeah, I think he is. I'm not sure. I don't understand.
I think the right word is insurrection.
Is it insertion?
You know, it was very unpopular when Johnson pardoned all the Confederate soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Because they all thought they were traitors and shit, you know? But now, if Trump does give a pardon to that for the action. You sent them up there. There's like 300 people, right? And they could be giving these people like 20-year sentences.
So I thought you were gonna come up with a clever antidote to lead up with.
I'm just giving a prediction. Steve said we should start giving predictions every week. And I had to get this one out because I got like 6 hours. Does he have till midnight tonight to get his parts up?
It's tomorrow.
You know who's gonna part easy too? Lil White. That is in house. You know, there's actually a lot of very rich rappers that support something like Dr. Dre's Kanye West, Lil Wayne, they got pictures of him like nothing. That's my anything. Or actually, it's more perfection than
When I say we, I mean me.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for
So that's my
a long
thing.
time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you
But,
down. Sooner or later,
maybe
gotta cut
Giuliani
you
could
down.
be held accountable because he's the one that said, what was the phrase he used? Something by battle.
Peace.
It wasn't peace.
Yeah, no, it wasn't peace, for sure. That worked out perfect.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from MJ's Loft at James Apartment and worldwide on YouTube and Facebook Live, this is the Moon Club Podcast with AJ, MJ, and SJ. The Moon Club will talk about anything under the moon, so it will ever be taboo. This episode of the Moon Club Podcast is brought to you by Realtor MJ Allen and Bloomington Normal's premier realtor for the Jewett home selling team at Remax Rising. And I wanted to be a realtor, and I'll out hustle everybody all day, every day, and then double up on Sunday to prove it.
I bore witness.
It is currently Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. It is currently 6:03 p.m. The moon comes up at 11 a.m. and it goes down at 11:47 p.m. tomorrow. Currently it is waxing crescent. It is 40% illuminated. It is 403,931 kilometers away from us. It is 6 days old, and it is in the sign of Aries tonight. Looks cool. 40% illuminated. Looks like a little papasan chair sitting up in the sky. I just want to, if I could, I would jump up and just rest in the bosom of the papasan moon.
So 40% illuminated, which leads me to the question of how illuminated is Steve?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, MJ. I'm 100% illuminated thanks to Cresco. And I went ahead and I took a couple different blends and I mixed them together, so I couldn't even begin to tell you which one. Check out all their joints and fine apparel that Cresco's got.
Do it.
And that's how you cut a promo.
High till I die. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it was lime sorbet and green line OG mixed with a little Chernobyl.
Pain.
So I'm probably
Dude,
feeling
is
a
that
little
what was in the
bit
hitter box?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
We can neither confirm nor deny whether or not there was a hitter box involved.
No, it's 100%.
I wouldn't mind hitting her box, you know what I'm
Yeah.
Bam.
saying? Hey,
Can neither
I
confirm
slapped
nor deny.
pop. You lock them up, I'm gonna knock them out. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
All right.
Like in
So
in the porn movies.
we're into the new year.
It's a changing of the guard, so to speak. Too.
Rolling into it,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Presidential inauguration
New era.
/ changing of the guard
And
tomorrow.
sorry to interrupt you, MJ. I just while you were mentioning it, something significant that happened today under the Biden administration was he did acknowledge and pay respects to the 400,000 people that we lost last year and the beginning of this year due to Corona, and 100,000 people's lives were lost just this past month alone.
Right. Right.
And so everybody knows somebody that's had Corona or dealt with Corona
Right.
or
You know, but good news on that front is the vaccine apparently is taking, and a lot of people aren't even going to need to have the second shot. So we've got double up on the amount of vaccines.
well, let's hope. I didn't hear that, but let's hope. And let's, say.
Yeah, no, what I heard was that a lot of people that were waiting for the second dose, and there isn't any. There's no second dose.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just
I
figured
guess
out.
they totally. A lot of people are totally lying about how much they had, and the mayor of New York actually went straight to the producer since the people that developed the vaccine, they weren't a part of the of Trump's what they call it, like I don't know what he called it, but they didn't accept any of that funding,
Operation
so they
Warp
still own
Speed.
it. Operation Warp Speed, exactly. So they still own it. So the governor of, maybe the mayor of New York, he's like, I want to buy 400,000 shot or vaccines from you, and they can legally do that. So good for that guy, huh?
Yeah, Cuomo.
Yeah.
Well, that's the governor, yep. I did hear that Johnson & Johnson is developing their vaccine, and it's a one-shot vaccine. And that should be,
Yeah.
a lot, very beneficial.
When
Because
as soon
always
as I,
think-
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I always think it'd be hard to go get the shot and then in 3 weeks to get back in there and get
Yeah.
the second one.
Give me that one hitter and then done. And
Right.
right when I first heard that, I went and bought some J&J stock, and I've just been watching that shit go up
No
for
shit.
a while.
Do you think eventually we'll just be able to fucking order it off of Amazon and it'll send it to us?
Well, I mean, once your time comes around and if it's your turn to go get it, you should probably go get it, unless you fear getting it.
I'm
If-
still doing.
If
bleach
Amazon will
transfusions.
deliver it, dude, it could be here by Wednesday.
Yeah, Amazon doesn't have it.
Well, it'll be
ordered
here
yet.
tonight, actually.
I'm just telling you. I mean, that'd be smart for Amazon to do. I want a piece of that action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
MJ said he got a piece of it. Did you hear?
Yeah, he got the J&J stock.
You got that J&J
Yeah.
on the way.
Ticker symbol J&J.
Yeah, I've been watching it go up.
I bet you have.
Up and down. What's up, Roy Rambo?
All right, so
What up,
there's
Roy?
these thing called, by the way, Roy, I have your Mooney Award in the shop downstairs.
And happy
Um,
belated birthday. It was his birthday
yeah.
like last week, right?
Yeah, happy birthday. And if you want, I can bring that over, put it in your mailbox or whatever. Just let me know what to do with it. But
Nothing sounded more gay than to go put it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Go
Yeah,
put
we
it
messed
in the
up, Steve.
mailbox.
Nice
Hey.
campaigning.
can I come over and put this award in your mailbox?
Ba-dum-bum.
That's code for something.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know what it means, but it's good.
Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Gay only means happy,
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
the
the
way-
Flintstones. Gay
That's the
all
way I
time.
hear it.
Yeah.
I don't hear it any other way.
No.
Have a gay old time.
Yeah.
It's like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, so there's this thing called Conestoga huts. Have you seen these? Have you heard about these?
I have those things.
Oh,
are
for the
awesome.
homeless?
Yeah.
Yeah, you shared that to our group, right? What's
Well,
that?
for the homeless or anybody,
Yeah.
low income.
Dude, there's a whole movement with the whole mini home things and just being efficient, you know?
Exactly.
It's like, that's better than sleeping under the bridge, right?
Yeah, now I think the 3D printed houses are a little cooler than this, but
Yeah.
they're called Conestoga huts from the Conestoga wagons, the covered wagons from the
Right.
prairies, but let's see what this is all about.
Hi, say.
Tracy Jocelyn says this temporary shelter is a godsend.
We got a beautiful bed. Most of them have a raised up bed.
It's only 60 square feet of indoor living space.
It's just really warm and awesome and amazing.
The main thing, it gets Tracy off the streets and into a secure spot.
And when you have a place to keep
Oh,
your possessions dry and safe instead of hauling them around, then you can start stabilizing your life and figuring out what the next step is.
They're known
Yeah, it
as
says he doesn't want me
Conestoga
anywhere
huts.
near
They
his
got the name
mailbox.
Conestoga huts because they look similar to a Conestoga wagon, the
That's
precursor
cool,
to the
dude.
prairie schooners that helped settle the West.
I designed the Conestoga hut.
Eric DeBurr of the group Community Supported Shelters is the driving force behind this effort, all from donations. He says Conestoga huts are
How about that,
stronger and
Michelle?
more permanent than tents. And at $2,500, much less expensive than tiny homes, which can cost anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000. And they take only a few hours to assemble, rather than weeks for tiny homes.
Oh, it's a great idea. It's very transitional.
David Pauly leads a group of volunteers from the Eugene community in putting in the finishing touches in their 84th Conestoga hut.
They're weatherproof, they're insulated, they're lockable, which is really important because a lot of people on the street lose their stuff.
I would say this place pretty much saved my life.
James Clapp lives at the Conestoga Hut Village designed especially for veterans. There are several of these group sites around town, and they're empty during the day, with people living here out in the community getting mental health services and job counseling.
Where I'm going to go from here, I'm looking for new employment opportunities.
But Eugene is one of only 2 Northwest cities to embrace the idea of dealing with homelessness in this fashion.
They look nice and they look orderly, and so I think people in the community appreciate the look of it as well.
It was fantastic. It gave me a stable place to operate from.
And Jeff Howard says the program works. He's gone from a Conestoga hut to his own apartment and a future.
Who knows? Hopefully brighter things.
I think it's headed as a Pacific Northwest regional approach to temporary shelter.
DeVer says
Did you
it's
see
a new
how
take
happy that lady was to have that?
Yeah. So, you know, the homeless problem in LA is out of control. And they have
Right.
like tent villages, tent cities, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a much better way to
I
deal
think
with
it's a
it.
great way to address the issue.
And
Little
something's
more
gonna
order.
have to be done with LA. It's a fucking mess right now.
Yeah.
Don't go home drunk, though.
Yeah, people are running from it. Like Joe Rogan ran, he's like,
Yeah.
and Elon Musk left in one day, didn't he?
Well, I played you that last
Yeah.
week how that representative from California said fuck Elon Musk. You know, he's acting like, you know,
What?
Elon Musk is like message received. I'm moving to Texas.
Yeah.
And taking my millions of dollars in
Yeah,
taxes.
It's like,
I mean,
you know
if
what?
think about that. If you were
Right.
a
He can save
CEO,
billions.
if you were a CEO of a
Yeah.
company and you said something like that and one of the big clients left, you'd be responsible,
Yeah.
right? But fucking representatives, elected officials, they don't
Was
give
it,
a
was it,
shit.
was it some bitch?
They don't give a shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I played it for you last week. Remember?
Yeah. I just don't remember if it was a girl or a guy.
Years ago.
But
I can't remember.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Not that
Right.
there's anything wrong with being a girl.
No.
But
We're
no,
all
it's
for
like
girls.
you think this person would be saying, "I would get down on my knees to keep Elon Musk in my state," you know?
You would think.
Right.
You would think.
I mean,
So-
I got a room if he's looking for one.
Because you know what? He'll probably save billions by moving there with all the tax,
He will.
differences.
He will
so,
save millions.
but he didn't want to
Possibly
leave the
billions.
people. You know?
Well,
It's like she opened the door for him. He's like, "Fuck you, I'm out."
yeah.
You might even buy the state of Texas and actually make
I'm
it.
leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, the decision was taken out of Elon Musk's hands and put into her hands, and he's like, message received. I'm
Right.
out.
I wonder if she'll get fired for whatever she was trying to.
Hopefully she gets
help
voted
the-
out.
help
next
the
election
people.
Cycle.
You know.
All right, so moving on. I've got this Purdue bell tower where they were putting up this clock, and well, let's just see what happens.
Whoop! Whoa!
Now let's watch that again.
Is that in slow motion? Because it looks like it hits the thing and just stays there for a second.
Yeah, it does. It stops because it
Wow,
lands
dude.
on.
If that thing would have been, it was spinning at the same time.
It missed that guy's head and landed
Yeah.
on the side of that.
Man, save my day,
That was perfect timing.
dude. I hope the guy that was
Didn't it?
whose job was to attach that thing to the crane, that guy should be fired. You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Don't come in on Monday, Frank. After that, he was the one fucking filming it with his fucking iPhone too.
Thank God somebody was there to catch that on camera.
Right? It was probably the guy that fucking velcroed that thing to the
Probably. He's like,
crane.
I know that shit ain't gonna last.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the third member of the crew that's like, I gotta get out of these guys is gonna kill somebody.
Right.
Right.
I attached that thing with JB Weld. Watch, it's gonna fall any minute.
The smart guy.
Right?
JD Well would have held that shit, man.
Yeah.
Life insurance on all
Maybe a
my
little
employees.
polygrip or something.
Yeah. I guess we're not getting lights.
Boom.
Austin calls that ambulance.
Let there be light.
And there was. MJ, you feel empowered by saying that?
Yeah.
You know?
I do.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of like, I don't want to go out and say that because we don't have God complexes, but what the Lord supposedly said, right? Seventh day, let there be light.
Michelle Mills says Elon Musk should have never built the Tesla plant in California anyway.
I agree
The
now.
state is not conductive in manufacturing industry or space travel.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Good
And
point.
let's face it,
Drop
Texas.
knowledge.
We launch. He already launches from Texas, doesn't he? Using NASA's
Yeah.
Houston.
There's supposed
base.
to be a Starlink launch tomorrow, but I think it got delayed.
No shit.
I think so.
Because he's packing his shit.
Ask your Echo.
Echo. What is SpaceX's next project for space?
Here's something I found on the web. According to McNews.com, next year, SpaceX plans to send up a Falcon 9 with a Dragon that would approach the space station and perhaps even
Echo.
hook up with it.
Hush up.
Yeah.
Echo. When is the next Starlink launch?
Here's something I found on the web. According to OrlandoSentinel.com, SpaceX is set to launch the next batch of 60 Starlink satellites atop a Falcon 9 rocket from Kennedy Space Center on Thursday.
60 satellites?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
it
shoebox.
was tomorrow. Actually,
Right.
I think they delayed it like 3 or 4
Satellites
times. already.
include Sputnik 1, Selene,
Echo.
Chandrayaan.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you ask her anything?
This has been Austin Talks with Echo.
So yeah, it's been delayed a few times, but yeah, they're launching low Earth orbiting satellites that will
GPS and
project
communications.
internet to
Yeah.
the whole world.
It's revolutionary.
Now, how many of it
I think he's
are
already
there
got
going to be total?
6,000, I think. But I think right now he's only got about maybe 800. But you can actually buy the Starlink satellite dish and get high-speed internet like in different parts of Alaska now. You know.
I've got Starlink right here in my bedroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you talking about that big box of dildos?
Yeah.
Okay.
I call it Starlink.
Oh, I'm sorry. Giant box of dildos, I think was the correct
No, I think this big box.
big box.
Big box, yeah. Got it from a big box store. It's a
Yeah.
big box of dildos.
Was it Big Lots?
It sucked that they were used, though. I didn't even think you could
Oops.
return them.
Yeah.
I was posted to the
I just
beekeepers.
thought they smelled shitty.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Some of the rubber seemed worn off some, I heard.
Yeah. The
Heavy
one for the
usage.
Kickstarter.
Right.
Full story.
All right, so this weekend is the return of the Mac, right?
Return of the Mac.
Yes, it is.
So Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier 2, and Conor McGregor already starched him once. He says he's going to do it in 30 seconds this time.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
have to agree with him.
I have to separate out what I think is going to happen, and what I want to happen, right?
Right.
Like, so if I'm betting, I bet Conor McGregor knocks him out in the first round.
Right.
But I hope, you know, if I'm not betting, I hope Dustin Poirier knocks him out. But
So, you prefer him as a person?
no, I just think it's Poirier's time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got to take his
Poirier's
throne.
time. But
Now, this is their second fight, though.
yeah, in the first fight, I think he knocked him out in like 2 or 3 minutes.
I gotta say one thing. I've been close to the mountaintop, I've been knocked down, and I've climbed back over and over again, 2 different weight classes. And I would never stand right here and ask for something I didn't earn. I've got knocked down, I've climbed back up, like I said before, man, this is my belt, I earned it. Blood, I paid in full, this is mine.
I'm gonna be a world champion in the UFC. Conor, it's a joke to me. I've never disliked somebody that much before. Shit, Mark. Shit. So.
Dustin thinks it's all talk, but when he went to with
Watch
his
this
nose
fight,
stuck to
dude.
the other side of his face, he's gonna know it's not all talk. When Dustin's head clatters off that canvas, they'll realize pretty soon. I said I knocked him out in the 4th round, and I knocked him out in the 4th round. You can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
It's like a little bit of the John Wayne syndrome I was talking about, right? He's fucking Conor McGregor.
To hold 2 titles simultaneously.
His face is probably in his prime, right?
I agree.
We've got some breaking news. Conor McGregor has in fact signed his bout agreement to return to action.
Conor versus Poirier is official. One shot is all it takes me. Check the facts. I got his hands on the promise.
He said he would make it look easy. He made it look easy.
Right.
I love this journey like all sliding down, but we stay true to the path, and here we are, one fight away from a title shot. And the fourth fighter, ladies and gentlemen, Dustin the Diamond
That's kind of been on Gary.
Every day. All day. This is who I am. I'm a fighter at heart. I'll never quit here. I'm dying here. Let's fucking go. It's time. Surprise, surprise. The king is back.
Yeah. That's going down Saturday.
He is literally the guy on the Fighting Irish, like the fucking symbol. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah. You know,
he'll stand in front of you and throw down, and he's got a left hook that'll knock just about anybody out.
Right, right. Dude, let's face it. I think he deserves an ass whooping, and I understand what you're saying about you hope the other guy wins because it's his time. He's a young guy. He's a good fighter, and it'd be really good for him, huh?
So, there's been footage of Conor McGregor training, sparring, and whatnot. He looks really fucking good. Like probably better than he's ever looked.
Very
And
good striking.
If you just look at his physique, now that he's, he doesn't have to cut down to 145 anymore. This fight's at 155.
Right.
I think he's going to be a beast to deal with at 155. And until Khabib comes back, I don't know who beats him. But I hope at some point Khabib comes back and they
Right.
they have that rematch.
He just seems like a really fucking angry person and the last person in the world you'd ever want to get in a fight with. You know?
He seems really confident. And
Yeah, I don't
like
think
his
angry-
swagger.
I don't think angry is the right word. He's definitely confident.
I think
Right.
he's
Doesn't
very
pull himself.
quick, and I think he's very underrated in boxing. Like I
Right,
think,
right.
I mean, he fought Floyd Mayweather for crying
Yeah.
out loud. I mean,
You know, he's got the right vessel, and apparently he's got the right attitude and the ability to become a champion and to want to stay a champion. You know what I'm saying? You know how tough that would be mentally?
The way
it's like Jordan. That's why he was
the
a
way
champion.
Dana White speaks of him is like he's not affected by the moment or the pressure. Like he just rises to the occasion. He doesn't feel the pressure, and he just goes out and does it. Like the more pressure that's on him, the better he performs.
Dun, 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 dun,
Now he
dun,
did
dun.
retire this summer though.
What's that?
Because I said he did retire this summer. He is one of them guys that gets frustrated. If he don't get his way, he does get frustrated.
Yeah.
Well, and he kind of earns a lot of that in that he brings so many pay-per-view eyes that
So many dollar bills, you know?
yeah. I mean,
Right.
the UFC needs him, and he kind of needs UFC, but not really. Like he went and fought Floyd Mayweather, right?
Well, he could go to wrestling and transition.
Or
Yeah, he has options.
And you know what? Not even that. He is so big. He can do what Mike Tyson did and create this entire new network. It's kind of like split off and start producing your own stuff, and have other fighters come in too.
He's already got his own whiskey.
Right. I mean, it's kind of like Chance the Rapper. You know how he became the only person that was
Is
never
that
like.
proper number 12?
When you become your own YouTube star, you start like Chance the Rapper. He's like probably a multi-millionaire because he learned how to do it himself. Yeah, maybe fighters can do
That's
that.
how I learned how to do it.
That is exactly what Mike Tyson is doing, right, with his production company. And those fights were great with the rap music in between them and shit.
It was an event. It was a spectacle. It was a show.
I think the next time it'll be better and then better and then better.
I was gonna say I didn't enjoy all the entertainment. I enjoyed most of the fights.
Yeah, you know what?
Not all the entertainment.
I think I was most disappointed when you guys didn't enjoy that French Montana song.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because that's really a great song. And I even
Oh,
said it
that
to you
guy
guys the
sucks.
next day.
Maybe
Oh,
in
that guy's
some
good.
circles.
That guy's
Really
good.
small circles. Way, way far away.
Now Snoop Dogg killed it.
Yeah.
Snoop killed it, but he's
Yeah.
a legend, you know.
Yeah.
You know what? I was so disappointed that Snip didn't. He didn't really rap with anybody else, did he?
I don't know, did he?
No. Because I was hoping fucking Dre would come out. You know how big that would have been?
How big?
About
Fucking
this big.
Dre's got a neck like this. You know what I'm saying? Like bigger than mine even.
I beg to
And
differ.
You seen the traps?
I challenged Dre to come in here and measure his neck against yours.
Right.
Seriously.
Don't wear one of those long sleeve shirts either.
Yeah. Don't sell yourself short, man. You
don't
gotta
think I
get
should, huh?
thicker than Dre. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, seriously,
man.
man. Keep
Yeah.
your you
What
know.
up?
All right, so I found this. It's Conor McGregor responds to Jake Paul. It's just a little short cartoon
Don't
video
turn
that
off the
I
lights
thought
off.
was entertaining, I would turn them off. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, see, I had mentioned before that I thought that Connor would do good against these guys.
What's
You
up,
had
Logan's
mentioned
little bro?
that They would do better.
So you wanna fight me, yeah? You wanna get knocked with the real dog? Well,
Is this
fuck
one
you.
person who
Fuck you and your
voices?
little dog. And I don't mean your Montana. Who's banging her these days anyway? You big bro. Listen, I've got a lot of respect for your big bro. You know, he knows who he is. He's crushing the podcast game. But you, one day you want to be a rapper, the next a fucking fighter. You could do with a few clatters to the head, mate. So here it is, my proposition to you, little boy.
Is that the
I'll
name of
beat
his
you to
whiskey
death
Papa
for
Bob?
free, yeah? If you convince Donald J. Trump to pardon me for your murder before the deed is done. Oh, and I have someone here who wants to say
I think you buy
hi.
that at Benny's.
Good evening, hamsters.
Yeah, you can.
It's Red Paddy Night tonight, son.
We should get it on there, just set it right there.
Now get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna
Okay. So that
We
was,
got the gist of it.
yeah, that was Conor McGregor calling out, I guess
Both
it's
the Pauls, but I think it was the youngest one. I'm
Jake
not
Paul.
sure.
Yeah,
Jake.
Jake Paul.
I bet he played them both at the same time.
All right, so
I
remember
think
this,
MMA rules, he might be able to.
remember this. Hold on, Steve. Remember this cigar-shaped object that passed through our solar system a few years ago, and now we have Harvard scientists saying that they think it was a probe sent to our solar system to send back information to another civilization.
So do you think they were trying to probe Uranus?
It might have been. That's. I mean, if you're going to probe somebody's anus, that's exactly the shape of an object you would send through space, right?
Well, I meant the planet Uranus. Uranus is what I should have said.
Oh.
Uranus or Uranus?
Yeah, no, it's not kind of gay, don't it?
From Harvard University have suggested that the mysterious cigar-shaped object spotted in the solar system in 2017 may have been an alien spacecraft sent to investigate Earth.
It's kind of
Since
phallic.
the discovery of the object, nicknamed
Are we still talking about
Kumawa,
that giant fucking
scientists
box
have
of
been at odds
dildos?
to explain its unusual features and precise origins, with researchers first calling it a comet and then an asteroid, before finally deeming it a new class of interstellar objects. Researchers at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics have raised the possibility that the elongated dark red object may have been of artificial origin. The theory is based on the object's excess acceleration or its unexpected boost in speed as it traveled through and ultimately out of our solar system in January 2018.
So okay, so dude, shout out to what's that guy's name? They flashed his face from Ancient Aliens with the crazy hair.
That is
Giorgio Tsoukalos.
Giorgio Tsoukalos.
Yeah, he's so good.
So
He's so passionate.
the thing about that object that flew through our solar system is we didn't see it until it was already on the way out, and it was moving so fast. It's moving like twice as fast as a comet did. That's why at first
Right.
they thought it was a comet, but they're looking at it, and the comet has a tail, right? Because it's burning off all this water and ice because if it's coming through the solar system, it's heating up. That's why comets have tails when they come close to a sun or a star. So they're like, well, maybe it's not a comet. Well, what is it? An asteroid. Well, asteroids are bound by the gravity of the sun, right? They don't escape our
Right,
solar system.
right.
So this thing like booked on through. It caught that
And by mapping its
slingshot
trajectory,
effect,
yeah, mapping
from the
its
sun,
trajectory,
but
yeah,
then
we
it was
couldn't-
going fast enough to be able to
Yeah,
escape
right.
the gravity of the sun. So it wasn't of our solar system. It traveled here for whatever reason we don't know, but this guy, I can't think of what his name was. He was just on the Joe Rogan podcast, but he is a tenured
Harvard
professor at
Yeah.
Harvard, and he wants to entertain the possibility that it was a probe sent here, and he's taking a lot of shit for it. He's taking a lot of slack from his
Right.
peers, and kind of his point is like we have to be open to all possibilities, right?
Right.
Like we don't know what it was, we don't know where it came from, so if you're not looking for something, if you're not looking for the idea that it might be a probe sent from somewhere else, you're not going to find it, right?
Right.
You're not going to find the evidence for it. So at least we have to be open to that, is what he's saying.
Right.
He's not really saying that he thinks it's a probe.
But-
He's saying we have to be open.
He's talking about the scientific method. When something can't be proven, it's like we can only prove falsehoods. like because of its trajectory, and we didn't know if it was you know, what it was being controlled by, and we knew it came from.
So he's
it was
calling out
Outer
other
Stellar.
people in the scientific community for
Right.
not wanting to be open to the idea that it might be
Right.
a scientific probe.
This
I
is
agree
the
with
first
him. I agree
outer
with him.
stellar object that we've been able to map.
It's
Come
like-
in, fly by us, check us out, and then fly out.
If we have on the chalkboard things that it's not,
Right.
okay, it's not a comet, it's not a meteor, and the things
Right.
that it is on this side, well, an alien probe should be one of those.
Right.
Big
Yeah,
Phallic
without a doubt.
probe.
Yeah.
It actually did change trajectory. It changed speed, and it also,
Yes.
you know,
That's what they couldn't understand, is that a comet does change speeds because as it's throwing off the ice and stuff, it'll speed up a little bit. Well, this thing actually did speed up a little bit, and there's no known explanation for why
Yeah.
it would do that.
Newtonian physics couldn't explain it. Yeah,
Right.
without a doubt.
So, did it have some kind of propulsion system on board?
You would know. And plus, it was shaped like a fucking antenna. Let's face it. You know.
More like a cigar.
or a small box of dildos.
A big box of dildos.
Like a huge box of dildos. Are you kidding me? It's fucking, You gotta bring in the forklift.
And the secret word today, lunatics, is dildos. Every time you hear dildos, you are supposed to be drinking.
Drink up, bitches.
Drink up, bitches.
All right,
Box of
so
dildos.
10,000 people watching on YouTube, only 5 on Facebook Live. So we gotta work on that.
And we don't know how many people are watching from Uranus or
No,
Saturn.
we don't know.
Right. Or maybe
And,
that Uma Muma Muma is
By the way,
fucking
this is a
watching
good
the
time
podcast
to
right
let
now.
the Moon Club Podcast lunatics know that this podcast is now available on Apple Podcasts, and it should be posted up there sometime Wednesday late morning. By the time I cut the audio down and then post it up there, and it gets up to the podcast. So if you can't listen all night on YouTube Live or Facebook Live, look
Which
for
is
us
bullshit.
Wednesday morning on Apple Podcasts. You can also find it on Stitcher, wherever you